In a 12-hour shift, you witness 10 car accidents, 5 suicide attempts and 7 victims of violent crime. You then go home, but you don't tell anyone because you don't want to burden your family with the trauma that you've witnessed. This creates the pressure cooker effect. Eventually it's going to go bang. In September 2018, a 22-year-old newly qualified nurse was working in critical care during the time of the Manchester terror attacks. 2 weeks later, she committed suicide. 1 in 4 student nurses drop out before graduation due to feeling unsupported. And recently, the Home Office has published a report that in 7 years, 300 nurses alone have committed suicide. Currently, the services that are available to them are services such as Health in Mind. However, these have long waiting lists and their service isn't exclusive for professionals. The turning point for me was when I saw my first hanging. He was a 35-year-old man with 3 children under the age of 10 in his care at the time. He got brought into A&E resus and I had to support his neck as they tried to intubate. Unfortunately, they failed. I then didn't receive a debrief because we're used to it. That robotic culture exists. So I went home, I didn't tell my family, but I was proactive. I came up with the idea to develop a trauma awareness app. I like the idea of an app because the conversations are not being had yet, so people can access this via their smartphone in an anonymous way, and they don't have to tell anyone about it if they don't want to. The app will include things such as information regarding trauma, what is trauma, debriefing, and so much more. With its high functionality, there are lots of room for development, and users will be able to create an account because in our job, a lot of the work is reflection. What can we do? What can we improve on? What went wrong? Because you do feel responsible. So people can then take their experiences, save them onto a page, reflect, save, share, and then that account, they will also have access to motivational videos, content that is related to trauma, and so much more. I'm asking for £3,000 of the Big Pitch prize money to do some market research and to develop the app to a point in which I can get it onto the market. Development from that point onwards can go anywhere. Let me leave you with this final thought. Don't you think it's about time that we looked after the people that are always looking out for us?